Can you recall acids and alkalis? Try to group these items into acids or alkalis. Click and drag each item into the appropriate box. Excellent! 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 You can differentiate acids from alkalis, but do you know the meaning of acids and alkalis? At the end of this lesson, students should be able to state the meaning of acids, bases, and alkalis. State the uses of acids, bases, and alkalis in daily life.
We have learned that acids are sour and that they turn blue litmus red. What gives these acids their acidic properties? Let us find out. Click on hydrochloric acid and observe what happens. The molecule of hydrogen chloride ionises to form a hydrogen ion and a chloride ion when dissolved in water. Click on the ethanoic acid and observe what happens. Yes, the ethanoic acid molecule ionises to form a hydrogen ion and an ethanoic ion. Click on the nitric acid and observe what happens. Yes, the nitric acid molecule ionises to form a hydrogen ion and a nitrate ion. Now, key in the dissociation equation of nitric acid. Click on sulfuric acid and observe what happens. Yes, the sulfuric acid molecule ionises to form a hydrogen ion and a sulfate ion. Now, key in the dissociation equation of nitric acid. What do these acids have in common? Yes, all of them dissociate to form hydrogen ions when they are dissolved in water. The hydrogen ion from the acid combines with water molecule to form a hydroxonium ion. It is this aqueous hydrogen ion that is responsible for the properties of acids. We can therefore conclude that acids are substances that produce hydrogen ions or hydroxonium ions when dissolved in water. Now, look carefully at these two. Can you spot the difference? Look at the number of hydrogen ions produced. Hydrochloric acid releases one hydrogen ion. An acid that can give up one hydrogen ion per molecule of acid is called a monoprotic acid. Hydrochloric acid is an example of a monoprotic acid. Whereas sulfuric acid releases two hydrogen ions, an acid that can give up two hydrogen ions per molecule of acid is called a diprotic acid. Sulfuric acid is an example of a diprotic acid. Copper oxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium oxide, and ferric oxide are bases. What makes them bases? Let's write a chemical equation for the reaction between these substances and hydrochloric acid. Click on copper oxide and type in the chemical equation. Click Check button when you are done. They react with acid to produce salt and water. Copper oxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium oxide, and ferrum-3 oxide have one thing in common. Click on potassium oxide and type in the chemical equation. Click Check button when you are done. Click on sodium hydroxide and type in the chemical equation. Click Check button when you are done. Click on ferric oxide and type in the chemical equation. Click Check button when you are done. Look at the equation. Copper oxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium oxide, and ferric oxide react with acid to produce salt and water. From the equation, what can you say about bases? Yes, bases is a chemical substances which react with acid to produce salt and water. Now, let us see whether these bases soluble or insoluble in water. Click on each substance and observe what happens. Now, based on your observation, drag the bases into the appropriate boxes to classify them as soluble or insoluble bases.
Good.
Now, click on sodium hydroxide to write the dissociation equation. Click Check when you are done. Bases that are soluble in water are called alkalis. Alkalis dissociate in water to produce hydroxide ions.
Try again.
They are used in the manufacture of various products, and some of these products can be found in your home. Can you name some of the products used at home that contain acids or bases? Click on the red button to view some of the uses of acids and bases. Sulfuric acid is used as an electrolyte in car batteries to make detergents and paints. Juices and carbonated drinks contain weak acids like citric acid. Nitric acid is used for fertilizers, photographic films, dyes, and plastics. Nitric acid is used for fertilizers, photographic films, dyes, and plastics. Sodium hydroxide is used in the making of soap and detergent.
Let's solve some problems to test your understanding about acids, bases, and alkalis.
In this evaluation,
In this lesson, you have learned acids. Acids are sour and turn blue litmus paper into red. Acids are substances that produce hydrogen ions, when dissolved in water. Acid that produce only one hydrogen ion per molecule of acid is called a monoprotic acid. Acid that produce 2 hydrogen ions per molecule of acid is called a diprotic acid. Bases. A base is a substance that reacts with an acid to form a salt and water only. Metal oxides and hydroxides are bases. A base that is soluble in water is called an alkali. Alkalis. Alkalis dissociate in water to produce hydroxide ions. Unlock the mystery. Decaying food particles in your teeth produces acid and causes tooth decay. Toothpaste is alkaline. Brushing your teeth with toothpaste will neutralize the acid and prevent tooth decay. However, there are various types of toothpaste available in the market. List down as many types of toothpaste as you can. Find out what are their similarities and differences.